From WNIJ Studios on the campus of Northern Illinois University, this is Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt. We packed up our gear and left the studio for this week's show. We're back at Anderson Japanese Gardens in Rockford for their Tuesday evening in the Gardens concert series, where we caught a great set from Henhouse Prowlers. The Bluegrass veterans just released their 10th studio album, Unravel, earlier this year. Hear them play songs from that new record live in Rockford, and we met up with Henhouse Prowlers to talk about Unravel and about their nonprofit Bluegrass Ambassadors, where they've taken their love of bluegrass to over 25 countries, teaching the universal language of music. Live recordings and our talk with Henhouse Prowlers this hour on Sessions from Studio A. Welcome to Sessions from Studio A. I'm Spencer Tritt. We're outside of the studio this week, back at Anderson Japanese Gardens in Rockford, where we caught a great set from Chicago bluegrass band Henhouse Prowlers. They played songs from their new album Unravel, and we met up with band members to talk about the record and about their nonprofit Bluegrass Ambassadors, where they bring bluegrass all over the world. They were even leaving the day after the concert to head to Kazakhstan. We'll hear about that from the band and even get a special song that they prepared for that trip. Let's get into their concert, recorded live at Anderson Japanese Gardens in Rockford. This is Henhouse Prowlers on Sessions from Studio A.
Before the storm
right on by. Palomino, racing dotted white lines. I'm counting fence posts, miles of wood and wire. These days the California highways are always on fire. I've gotta get out of here, I've gotta get out of here. The smoke's making it harder to breathe. High rises and I don't see eye to eye, and a hard rain is never guaranteed. I've been rushing golden hours, 49 years in tow. I've been exhausted, deluded, manipulated, and life polluted. So I'm headed for those hills in New Mexico with my Palomino. I'm going cold turkey, I'm calling it quits. I'm gonna wrap myself in the arms of the Rio Grande Canyon, float down the twisted bend. I've gotta get out of here, I've gotta get out of here. The smoke's making it harder to breathe. Sagebrush and I, we see eye to eye, and a hard rain is never guaranteed. Palomino, racing dotted white line. He's heading for a heartache. Wave goodbye to the good times. It's about to unravel more than he can handle.
Well, thank you, folks. Just a couple months ago, we released a brand new album, and a lot of the music you're hearing today is off that new album. It feels really good to be out here playing it live, finally. We're going to keep moving here. This is a tune that I wrote about my grandfather, who was a World War II B-25 pilot. It's called Line the Avenues. The sound of reveille wakes him out of bed. All the training in the world won't shake off the impending dread. The old fan on the ceiling does nothing to fight the heat, and the sweat rolls down their faces as they give in the morning brief. He thinks back to 41 when he signed the dotted line. Had the world lost its mind? It was the right thing at the time. You'll be a hero, son. You make the headline news when they declare we've won. They'll line the avenue. She pulls back on the stick for the 7th time today. The way the wind rips up a sandstorm reminds her of a hurricane. She counts 6 men in the cabin. She doesn't know their names, but she knows that if they make it home, they'll never be the same. She thinks back to 91 when she signed the dotted line. Had the world lost its mind? It was the right thing at the time. You'll be a hero, ma'am. You make the headline news. This one ain't Vietnam. They'll line the avenue. He woke me up early the day that I turned 10. There's something I want to show you. If not now, then I'm not sure when. An old book sat on the table. His photo is from the war, and I listened as he shared what he'd been told he was fighting for. You'll be a hero, son. You make the headline news when they declare we've won. They'll line the avenues. And I think back to that day, sitting in the morning light, hearing my father's plight, a man lost in the fight. So I see things different now when I read the headline news. Every time they say we've won, I wonder what we lose.
Henhouse Prowlers, Line the Avenues, recorded live at Rockford's Anderson Japanese Gardens. That is on the band's latest album, Unravel, which you can find out on their website, henhouseprowlers.com, and on all streaming services. Head over to WNIJ.org to check out video from that song recorded over at Anderson Japanese Gardens. And stay tuned, we'll be right back after the short break with more from Henhouse Prowlers, and I'll talk with band members. It's coming up on Sessions from Studio A. This is Sessions from Studio A. If you're just joining us, our guest is Henhouse Prowlers, a bluegrass band from Chicago, and we're hearing them recorded live in Rockford. We've been hearing songs from their new record, Unravel, and in a little bit here, we'll hear from my talk with band members about the album and about their nonprofit Bluegrass Ambassadors. First, let's hear another one from Unravel. Now, this one's called Poor Boy Like Me. It's Henhouse Prowlers, recorded live on Sessions from Studio A.
Love never knocked on my door. I thought it just weren't meant to be. There's no telling what lies in store. I still find it hard to believe she could ever fall for a poor boy like me. Holes in my shoes and my jeans, I thought I'd need a change of scene. Youth 60 Chevrolet, hit the road, take me far away. Landed down in Tennessee, running wild, running free. Came home broke as I could be. There was someone waiting there for me. Love never knocked on my door. I thought it just weren't meant to be. There's no telling what lies in store. I still find it hard to believe she could ever fall for a poor boy like me. Who'd have thought the girl next door would be the one I'd been longing for? Not a dollar to my name. In her eyes it didn't mean a thing. Love never knocked on my door. I thought it just weren't meant to be. There's no telling what lies in store. I still find it hard to believe she could ever fall for a poor boy like me. Have gone by. She's still the apple of my eye. Don't know what she saw in me, but what's meant to be will surely be. Love never knocked on my door. I thought it just weren't meant to be. There's no telling what lies in store. I still find it hard to believe she could ever fall for a poor boy like me. She could fall for a poor boy like me, or a poor boy like me. Folks, over here on the guitar, he comes from Bloomington, Indiana. He's got a voice like butter, and he's also one of the sweetest guys you ever will meet. Please make welcome Chris Dollar on the guitar.
I'm sad, I'm blue, I don't know what to do. You're gone away to where I've no clue. I'm sad, I'm blue, I don't know what to do. You're gone to stay, and I'm left a fool. gypsy race. You left no trace. Say, Tom, would you be kind while we still have the time? I'm sad, I'm blue, I don't know what to do. Gone this day, and I'm left a fool. It's left up to fate, too little, too late.
This is Sessions from Studio A, and we are outside of the studio today at Anderson Japanese Gardens in Rockford, once again for their Tuesday evening in the Garden concert series. And I'm joined with Henhouse Prowlers. Guys, thanks so much for coming out. Welcome to Rockford, first off. How's the summer been treating the band so far here?
Good, man. It's been, it's just kind of kicking into gear right now. We have a new album that we released in the late spring, and so that's been really a highlight for us, is being able to get out there and perform the music that's on this album that we've spent a long time working on. So it's been really nice to kind of stretch our legs. And I just finished writing the set list for tonight, and it is easily 80% new material, which is a lot of fun.
You mentioned the new album, Unravel. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about the album. I'm curious about the title. Is this kind of referencing the state of the world right now? Tell us about the title Unravel and a little bit about the new album.
Well, first off, it can mean whatever it needs to mean for you. But we came up with it. It actually is in one of the songs. The word Unravel is in a John Goldfine song, Heading for Heartache. He says it's about to unravel. And actually, when we were listening to mixes and trying to come up with an album title, that song came through, and that word actually hit me, and I was the first person to kind of bring it to the band, be like, hey, maybe we should call it Unravel. And everyone's like, no, that's a stupid idea.
For the record, I liked it pretty quickly, but yes, you're right. There was some resistance.
There was some resistance, which is fine, no. But yeah, it really is kind of, this band and its current lineup, this was its third album to release, and we've really kind of come into our own sound. Like, I love the Prowlers. I was a huge fan of the band before I joined, and I love the old tunes. But this is a very different album compared to the rest, sonically and content-wise. Unravel kind of seemed like the best case for it.
Yeah.
And was that like a conscious decision going into this album to make things a little different, or is that how things happened?
I mean, it's what's been happening over the past 5 years, really. I think the part of the reason that word stuck out is because in order to really have a fresh start, you have to peel the layers back, and that's what we've been doing. Like Chris said, we've done 3 albums with this lineup. And each one we've gotten more organized and just kind of gotten our together. And part of that was being on a label. The second of those 3 albums, we started working with Dark Shadow Recording out of Nashville, and that was huge. Stephen Mogen is the engineer and the producer there, and he's Sam Bush's guitar player, and he just has a really great hand in the studio. But there's also this band has always been proud of it, the fact that we're all songwriters, and we've really been able to lean into that because the level of songsmith that's in this band now is pretty spectacular. And so, it really, I wouldn't say it was a conscious effort to end up with what we have, but it's what's happened, and it feels really great. It really does.
Give us a little bit of your songwriting process, since you all are songwriters. Do you always write everything together, or do individuals write songs and bring them to the band? Tell us a little bit about your process there.
I think only one time we accidentally did a co-write together, and that was on the last album. One of John's tunes died before their time.
Oh, yeah.
But most of the time, actually all of the time other than that, it's been one of us bringing a song in that's got words and basic chord structure, and then the band will come up with the arrangement, also with Steven producing. So it's really kind of like bringing the idea and letting the band shape it.
Yeah, but we all do have our own processes for that stuff, for sure. And like mine is always to wait till the very last minute. And so that's literally what I did. The morning that we sat down to decide what songs were going on the album, I finished a song, played it for Chris in my backyard, and then pitched it to the band. Whereas John, our bass player, is writing all the time. He co-writes with people on Zoom. He just does tons of co-writing with people. And I've talked to Chris about this, sitting across the table with me, and like, I don't think either of us are all that comfortable with that concept. I've tried it a handful of times, and it's a different method, and it's just not something I've done a ton of, and I have a lot of respect for it, and I want to do more of it. But I suspect that 3 of the 4 of us do it in a more solitary space. And, it's all about how you operate.
You are hearing my talk with Henhouse Prowlers on Sessions from Studio A. The band is Ben Wright on banjo, Jake Howard on mandolin, Chris Dollar on guitar, and John Goldfine on bass, and all 4 of them singing vocals in the performance. Their new album Unravel is out now everywhere. We'll hear more songs from that coming up. It's Henhouse Prowlers, recorded live at Rockford's Anderson Japanese Gardens, this hour on Sessions from Studio A.
Spaceman.
Welcome back to Sessions from Studio A with Henhouse Prowlers. We're hearing a concert from the Bluegrass Band, recorded live at Rockford's Anderson Japanese Gardens at their Tuesday Evening in the Gardens concert series. The band's new album Unravel is out now everywhere, and this next song is off that record. It's a little different than all of the other songs on the album, and you can check out video from the performance of this one also on WNIJ.org along with this full episode. This is Spaceman by Henhouse Prowlers, recorded live in Rockford.
I'm a man on a mission to outer space. I loop around Mercury, the rings of Saturn with incredible pace. I'm a man on a mission to see what we can find. I've got a one-way ticket on this rocket. On this rocket I ride. Spaceman. I'm peering out the window, cast my gaze upon the stars. Well, there's a man out there shooting arrows with a bow.
Actually, that's just a centaur.
There's so many planets, and some just have no hue. And none of them measure up to the way I feel about your deep blue spaceman. Spaceship, I never know my way around, but there's one thing I'm certain of, and that's how to get down.
much. The black hole surely will eat me up, and the gravity of the sun will crush till there's nothing left of my old brain does. Spaceman. Spaceman.
What else is coming up for you guys this summer? Any other plans other than touring and festivals?
Yeah, well, tomorrow we're leaving to go to Kazakhstan, believe it or not.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're doing a tour. We do a lot of work with the State Department and through our nonprofit that's called Bluegrass Ambassadors, and we do a lot of what's called cultural diplomacy work. And so we kind of use bluegrass music as a way to connect people across linguistic and cultural boundaries. And it's become a big part of what we do. So we're going to be in Kazakhstan for, I think, 10 days starting tomorrow. Our flight leaves tomorrow afternoon. So, yeah.
That's incredible, bringing bluegrass to the people of Kazakhstan.
You'll actually hear, we always learn a song from the places we go. And we're going to debut our Kazakh song tonight at the show because we have to, because we like as I was just saying. So we're going to be playing a song and singing in Kazakh tonight. So
cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Wow. And then you mentioned that's your nonprofit.
Yep.
Tell Bluegrass Ambassadors. It's called.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that. That's so cool.
You know, about 10, 11, 12 years ago, we started doing this work with the State Department, and we realized that there was an opportunity to do some really cool things with it. We've been to 30 countries now. Well, this Kazakhstan will be our 30th. And we've developed a repertoire of songs from around the world, and so we build education programs for kids and adults that kind of incorporates the music and the experiences we've had abroad, because most people don't, in the United States, don't get a chance to go and see these places. And we have firsthand accounts of having really amazing experiences in parts of the world that people don't necessarily get a chance to visit. And we try to kind of, give people a very realistic view of what these places are like that's not clouded by the internet or the news. So,
Well, Henhouse Prowlers, thank you again so much for letting us come out and record your show here tonight at Anderson Japanese Gardens. Anything else you guys have to promote or mention that we didn't cover here?
Well, if you want to learn more about the nonprofit, you can go to bluegrassambassadors.org.
bluegrassambassadors.org, and then henhouseprowlers.com for tour dates, merch, music from you guys. Thanks so much again for letting us come
thanks
out.
for having us, man.
So we got a unique situation for the band here tonight, folks. Rockford always seems to be a place where we try new stuff out. We've been playing here longer than anywhere else. It's true. Funny, when we're traveling around the world telling people about the band's birth, like how the band started, we talk about how we started in Chicago, and then the first show we ever played outside of Chicago was here in Rockford at Mary's place. So we feel comfortable trying things out on y'all, apparently. So if you follow the band for any length of time, you know that we spend a good chunk of our time touring outside the U.S. We've done a lot of work with the State Department. We've been to 29 countries, and we're about to make it 30 tomorrow. We leave tomorrow afternoon to go spend 10 days in Kazakhstan. And one of the things you may know we always do is we try to learn music from the places we're going to go. And we have a brand new Kazakh song that we're going to share with you guys. There was enough budget for an extra person. And so we decided to bring my wife, Cassie. And she's going to join us on stage here. Cassie's a wonderful dobro player. She's seen me go on these trips a lot. The ability to bring her with means a lot to both of us. So we're going to share this tune with you. It's very popular in Kazakhstan. It's called Shainarim, and we're going to sing it in Kazakh, but it's a really cool tune, and it's got a cool groove. And this is the first time we've played it outside of practice, so...
Darağın kudret şeşe jargan Uzindi ansatif parati Kuktinti jenedi asalarman Yasagi samaldi şarabı
Onlardan sana ne sebep mahasa Hanem bab şarkaysan sırgaşa Ale sen jarmasın Yepkelep jarmasın Sirma secerikte şaptalan Ale sen jarmasın Yepkelep jarmasın Sirma secerikte şaptalan
Hey 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 hey
Ayalun kis bulu sintu masan Agadep agadan tapastai Ayalun kulim dip sintu masan Akhuda sinaren tapastai
Olmadan sana ne sebep mahasa Hanem bab şarkaysan sen kaşa Ale sen jarmasın Yepkelep jarmasın Sirma secerikte şaptalan Ale sen jarmasın Yepkelep jarmasın Sirma secerikte şaptalan
vaisselle, je ne masse, y'a qu'elle lève, je le masse, sur ma selle, je le thé chocolat. En vaisselle, je le masse, y'a qu'elle lève, je le masse, sur ma selle, je le thé chocolat.
You guys want to play something we know? I asked you first to be my darling. I said, would you marry me? You said, let's carry on forever. To walk great and love each other best. That summer day, that sun was shining, and that the water was so blue. It was there that our love blossomed, and from there it only grew. I asked you first to be my darling. I said, would you marry me? He said, let's carry on forever. To walk great and love each other best. Well, she asked me about a wedding, if I like that sort of thing. So I said, let's call up the chapel and go pick up 2 rings. I asked you first to be my darling. I said, would you marry me? He said, let's carry on forever. To walk great, they'll love each other best. Now we see this world together, close at a chapter in our lives. I'm stepping out and being lonesome. I've been loving you tonight. I asked you first to be my darling. I said, would you marry me? He said, let's carry on forever. To our grave, they'll love each other best. She told me that she wondered if someday I would propose. Then she said she'd wait for me forever. My sweetest girl, my little rose. I asked you first to be my darling. I said, would you marry me? He said, let's carry on forever. To our grave, to love each other best.
Folks say there was a man named Jesus, and that there is little doubt that he had a way of thinking every person should try out. But not long after this man's words across the land began to spread, influential men of power started twisting what he said. Don't judge your neighbor
Unless you're looking in the mirror.
It doesn't matter one bit if they didn't come from here. Feed the hungry.
You might be hungry one day too.
Not every person on this planet is as fortunate as you. Now it's 2,000 years later, and some say it's getting worse. These men are only getting louder and increasingly perverse. So let's take a moment to make sure it's not all misconstrued, 'cause it never hurts to go back to a subject and review. Don't judge your neighbor
Unless you're looking in the mirror.
It doesn't matter one bit if they didn't come from here. Feed the hungry.
You might be hungry one day too.
Not every person on this planet is as fortunate as you. You don't have to be a Christian to take on this point of view. Let us not forget that Jesus is a Muslim prophet too. Did you know that's really true? You can be a Hindu, Catholic, or arthropod. You don't even have to believe in a higher power God. Don't judge your neighbor
Unless you're looking in the mirror.
It doesn't matter one bit if they didn't come from here. Feed the hungry.
You might be hungry one day too.
Not every person on this planet is as fortunate as you. Now as this song comes to a close and we all go along our ways, it's important to remember there are coming better days. If we all just take a moment to remember what is best. We are all just human beings. No one's better than the rest. Thank you, Rockford. We love you all. Come say hello.
Henhouse Prowlers closing out their performance at Rockford's Anderson Japanese Gardens and our show for this week. Thanks so much to Henhouse Prowlers for letting us come out and record the concert. A big thanks to the whole staff at Anderson Japanese Gardens also for having us out. And thanks to Scott Ford of Evil Twin Recording for the great sound on this week's show. The band is back here in Northern Illinois next weekend, July 13th at the Frankfurt Bluegrass Festival. That's a free show. Find info about that and more on the band's website, henhouseprowlers.com. Head over to WNIJ.org to see video from this concert. Sessions from Studio A is produced at WNIJ Studios by yours truly, along with Mike Lundgren and Sam Knofsker. I'm Spencer Tritt. Thanks so much for joining me this week on Sessions from Studio A.
Bellamy.